Hello and welcome to My Dinner Guest. Today, we sit down with one of history's greatest conquerors, Alexander the Great, to discuss his legendary campaign in India and the moment his men defied him. Thank you for joining us, Alexander. Before we get started, just so you and our viewers know, we are eating citrus rice with roasted fish and wine, and for dessert, we are having some frozen milk, sweetened with honey and dates. I heard you like it.
It all sounds delicious, but I would rather skip the meal and just have the wine if it's all the same to you.
It's fine. Let's dive right into our conversation. Usually, when people think about you, Alexander, they think about your great conquests and the great successes that you have had in your campaigns. Without a doubt, you've conquered much of the known world. But your campaign in India presented unique challenges. What was your mindset as you entered that vast and unfamiliar land?
India was unlike anything we had faced before. The terrain, the monsoons, and the powerful war elephants used by King Porus made it a formidable conquest. My soldiers and I had never seen elephants before. King Porus thought we couldn't ford the swollen river, but we found a way. I've always believed that where there is a challenge, there lies glory.
Speaking of King Porus, your encounter with him is legendary. What made you spare his life after the Battle of the Hydaspes?
Porus was a warrior of unmatched courage and dignity. Even in defeat, he demanded to be treated as a king. He made it plain that it was a king's duty to defend his territory. I admired his spirit, and I believed that earning the respect of such a ruler was more valuable than his submission. So I spared his life and made him a vassal. I knew how important it would be to have someone like him ruling the vast Indian territories when I returned to Macedonia.
Alexander, despite your legendary defeat of King Porus, your campaign in India took a toll on your army. By the time you reached the Hyphasis River, your men refused to march further. What was your reaction when they openly rebelled?
It was a bitter moment for me. I had led them through countless victories, from the Granicus to Gaugamela. I tried to rouse them in a speech I gave. I reminded them of the glory we had achieved together and the immortality of our deeds. Yet, I saw in their eyes that they longed for home.
Did you feel betrayed by their refusal to continue?
Not betrayed, but disheartened. These men had been my companions, my brothers in arms. Their rebellion wasn't out of defiance but exhaustion. Still, to turn back when the world lay open before us, it was difficult to accept.
Ultimately, you decided to return. Was it a compromise or a strategic decision?
Both. A ruler must know when to push forward and when to listen to his people. I understood that a demoralized army could not win new battles. We turned back, but not in defeat, for we carried with us the knowledge that we had reached the edge of the known world.
What lessons did you take from your time in India and the rebellion?
India taught me humility, that even the greatest ambitions have limits. The rebellion showed me that leadership is as much about understanding others as it is about achieving your own vision. Together, these lessons made me a better ruler, even if only for a short time.
Thank you, Alexander. Your campaigns continue to inspire and intrigue us. Any final words for those pursuing greatness today?
Fortune favors the bold. But remember, even the bold must sometimes pause to reflect. True greatness is not just in conquest, but in wisdom.
A conqueror, a leader, and a legend. Alexander, thank you for being with us today. Alexander's story reminds us of the power of ambition and the importance of balance and knowing when to walk away or stay put. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe for more historical interviews and insights.